Wake up. You have to face the challenge now. Mindset, momentum, and discipline. This is all the three things that you're gonna need to actually make a change in yourself. Motivation, let's get rid of that idea for a second. I'm gonna be sharing with you how to the difference between discipline and motivation can impact in the change that you want to apply in your life. Now, I'm going to take you through my journey on how these three things change the way I think, eat, and act. Mindset. This is the first step that you have to jump on it. You have to start changing the way you see yourself, the way you think about yourself, and the way you're going to start working on yourself. So let me ask you one question. Are you doing this for yourself, or you're doing this for somebody else, or for any other specific reason? Because if it's that, then you are wrong. You have to make a change just for you and just for yourself. Trust me, you don't want to make a change for anybody else. If you're heartbroken, if you're depressed, or any other reason or any other situation, you want to make, you want to tell your mama, I did lose weight and now look at me, I look like snatch. I want you to ask yourself these two questions because they are very important. The first one is, how do you think of yourself? Whenever you wake up, everybody have a start point. My start point was starting to change the way I think about myself, because I used to hate myself a lot, and I used to do things to give pleasure to others, and make their expectations about me be real. The only expectation you need to have is yours and nobody else. When people start having expectations on you, the way you act is different. You're acting for other people on how they want to see you instead of for yourself. So I want you to start making that change. Do not please people. Please yourself. The way you feel, the way you act, everything you do it for yourself. How do you see yourself here in 5 years? I want you to wake up in the morning, look at the mirror and say wow, I'm snatched today. It's snatched. The second question I want you to ask yourself is what do you want to change of yourself? You want to change something physical? You want to change something internal? That's up to you. Please think about that carefully. Maybe you're just trying to jump on the boat without actually paying attention if the boat doesn't have a hole on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. The second step that I want you to work on is the momentum. How to start? Okay, I know it's very difficult to jump on a diet, to face a challenge. Start something. It's difficult. People is normal, oh, well, I'm tired because I work a shift of 9 hours, 10 hours. Am I just done? I don't want to start today, I can start tomorrow. Oh, Saturday I have free. Let's start. No. Forget about that mindset, you little. I want you to actually start focusing on how to start without thinking. The more you think about things, the less you're gonna do it. Trust me. I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. And that's the worst thing ever, okay? Do not overthink when you're gonna make the first step. If you're gonna go to the gym, go to the gym at the last moment. Do not think about anything. Go and drive to the gym. Even if you don't gonna work out, just drive there. Eventually, somehow, you're gonna start thinking hey, you know what? I still have some time, 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour. It's not gonna hurt anybody. I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna relax. Okay? So please do not reward yourself before actually deserve the reward. The momentum, you can do it. Let me give you this tip. Start by changing one meal a day. Right? Let's focus you in a diet section, okay? You're trying to start eating, improving the way you eat. Change one meal a day. You love Chipotle, because I have a best friend, she loves Chipotle. You can make a change. Okay, you want to eat Chipotle as dinner. Instead of having Chipotle as dinner, you can actually just go home and cook something nice. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Okay, I'm gonna put you an example right here so you can check out what I'm talking about. These are very good examples of food that you can actually make at home. It's really easy. If you guys want a video about that, please let me know in the comment section, because I do have a lot of not recipes. They're not mine, but I do have a lot of things that I do like to organize. So just start with one meal, change one meal a day, and please hydrate yourself. The momentum also is when you actually make an impact, when you actually wanna do the first step and you do it. So start with something small and eventually just try to develop. And I'm gonna focus on that later on this channel. So please keep watching so you don't miss anything like that. Now, the discipline. Okay, I want to really focus on the difference between the discipline and the motivation right now. So when we talk about discipline, I want you to ask yourself, yes, we're asking about ourselves too much. But if you don't start asking this question, then who is going to be? You know what I mean? So first, why you're doing this is very important. Why you're doing this, as I say, the mindset. This is related to mindset. This is not motivation. This is discipline. Discipline. Just think about that, okay? You have to actually start a routine. You have to try. If you don't try, do not expect a change. Be realistic when we're talking about discipline. Not expect like, oh, I'm doing a week of just waking up early, doing my breakfast, eating at home, going gym, and then you stop doing it. Discipline is something that you're gonna get used to it eventually, and I'm gonna give more tips about the discipline that you're gonna need later on this channel too. So please do not miss that. I also want you to ask how. Okay, it's very important that how is just right here in your brain. How can you accomplish this? And just think about the purpose of this. If you already accomplish the mindset and give the first step, you actually have to just keep yourself focused on that. It's not hard. As I say, do not think about it. When you're gonna do something or you're gonna make a change, do not overthink about the stuff, because eventually it's just gonna be game over. Sometimes, I know that for sure, it's like temptation is very difficult. So I actually want to tell you something. Whenever you feel like you're gonna attempt to break the discipline, I want you to think now of the motivational wise. I know at the beginning of the video, you say, oh, motivation, get rid of that. Motivation, it doesn't play a big role on the change. Let me tell you that. Motivation is usually like very a weak point. It's actually like, okay, I'm gonna start these for myself and stuff like that, but eventually you're gonna start forgetting about that. So that's why mindset and motivation, they do not touch themselves. Okay, you have to be clear about that. Motivation is when you actually just want to reach to like a point that you're just trying yourself, like pushing hard and like going against everybody and like just go girl, go. While mindset is actually just controlling your brain, controlling your body. This is a difficult part. Because sometimes temptation just take us away from that mindset, also take us away from the discipline. So that's when motivation gets in and try to push a little bit more and help us. How I do this is that discipline is right here, motivation is right here. How I started my journey was just having my mindset, and then I started doing the discipline straight on it. I had a trainer for 4 months. He was very strict on the way like I eat, the times, and how many times a day I eat. And of course, calculating the calories, calculating the proteins and this and that and boo. So that helped me a lot with my discipline. Motivational wise, is most about how you get used to that discipline. It's a routine that you have to create through that discipline. Motivation is only gonna keep you away of getting or fall into temptation. Remember that lack of motivation also can destroy you somehow, because it's usually when you're tired, fatigued, or you're stressed out. You have to work on these days or you have school on these days, and you're like, oh man, I cannot keep doing this routine. Like the piece is sometimes too hard for people. I know everybody have different way to do things, and time wise as well. That's why I don't want you to rely on motivation unless you're gonna fall into temptation. We're gonna rely on discipline and mindset, because these are the things that are gonna help you to achieve the momentum every single day of your life. If you have any question, please just comment right down here. I'm gonna make sure to answer them, because for me personally, remember, I'm not like a nutrition, I'm not like a trainer. I'm like Your neighbor. Yes, I'm your friendly neighbor. From my experience, how I lost my 15 pounds was thanks to mindset and discipline. Helped me achieve the momentum. And whenever I feel under temptation, I start thinking about the motivation. I know it's hard at the beginning to understand all this map, but trust me, once you achieve mindset, everything down the list is gonna be easy for you. So a way I used to avoid temptation, let me just do a list right there. Clear goals. Okay, what is your goal? That's, you know, that's part of your mindset. Whenever you're working on your mindset, these are the things that you have to think. Believe in yourself. I want you to reduce your stress. Keep your mind busy and work on your strategy. Okay, how you gonna achieve this? How you gonna make everything happen? You have to work on your strategy. As I say, I use a journey to just work on myself. You know, like maybe I don't do a to-do list because, you know, like I know what I have to do in a day and stuff, but I do like put like implements like, you know, 12 days of money mindset. If you guys want to check that, I'm gonna leave the link down there. It's a very good way. I just work on myself. Like for example, here I have control of everything. Like things like that will actually impact your life, and eventually whenever you write down things, those things are gonna be right here. Like you're gonna carry them in here, and you're actually gonna keep them in here. So please work on your mindset. Your mindset again is gonna help you to achieve the momentum. Please do not think of motivation as something to keep you on board, because motivation sometimes can change. You know, maybe today you're doing it for your dog, but the next day you're doing it because of a burger. Maybe you're doing in the gym right now and you're thinking, oh, you know, my motivation for today is a burger, because after gym I'm gonna eat a very good healthy burger. Motivation is very variable. I do not rely on motivation at all. I rely on the discipline, the routine I have thanks to that discipline. And keep just focusing on improving yourself. I'm going to talk more about how to improve your discipline, because I think it's very important that we have to get rid of the idea that motivation is going to be helping you 24/7 to achieve your things. And you know, that always can change. If you don't have a discipline, a routine, you don't have the mindset, then how the momentum is gonna happen, you know? How are you actually gonna change it that one meal a day? So thank you for watching, guys. If you have any other, as I say, question or something, just go down below. I'm gonna make sure to check that out. And as I say one more time, do not think when you're gonna do this. Like, do not think when I'm gonna start. Do not think when you're doing this stuff. So if you're gonna do something, do it without thinking, and do it because you feel like it's time, it's the momentum. This is how I face my diet. This is how I face every day going to the gym. So if you want to change, like my life change, please subscribe and just let me know if you guys have any other question. I'm gonna be right here to help you guys. Bye. Have a good one.